So I kind of think about that, first and foremost. And when I look at college graduates now, you have a lot of people now who are getting into the tech field. I have a few friends who've gotten into the tech field lately. And I know a lot of younger people who are getting into the tech field. All of this makes me think about like where America is going and who's really needed. Because what's going to happen, I think, in the next, 10 to 15 years, people who are creating, from what I see, people who are creating things in AI, whether it be apps, programs, whatever it is that are using AI, if you're creating these things which are making it easier for people to do their work, you're going to make money. You're not going to have a problem because that's a service people want. So we're kind of in an interesting time in America because I think people want the service of AI. You want to use AI, but you also feel uncomfortable when AI is taking your job and taking the task away from what you get paid for. So it's a very interesting dynamic because, as Americans, we want to work, we want to make our money, those of us who want to work, but we also love convenience. And anything that's going to make our lives easier, damn it, we love it in America. And the rest of the world loves it too. But, so what I see going forward, I kind of see, and I talked about this in another video, I see kind of a reversion back to blue collar work. So what I'm seeing is I see a lot of kids who are in their 20s, let's say, for instance, kids who are getting into construction, kids who are getting into, being an electrician, plumber, welder. I'm seeing these positions that are these jobs that people didn't really look 25 years ago. It wasn't, if you went into, and again, this might be just my perception, but if you went into welding or plumbing or being an electrician, it was kind of like, oh, okay, well, you couldn't really hack it out in college, or you weren't seen as quote unquote intellectual to go get your degree. You went into something blue collar. I think that that's how things were viewed, right? So, back 25 years ago, it was kind of like, it was more luxurious to, have a white collar in and go work in a office because it was perceived as something that was a little bit more, intellectual, a little bit more high echelon. You don't want to be blue collar unless you have to. And again, these are all perceptions, but what we see now is that a lot of those jobs in the blue collar sector haven't really changed. Of course, I'm sure there's things as far as technology that has changed those jobs, but they haven't changed them into the effect of where, listen, I've had, owning a home, I've had sewer line issues. I had sewer line issues first couple years of having my house. And listen, the plumbers who pop in, listen, they get about $200 just to pop in, just to come through the door, not to mention whatever they're going to do. So, and man, when you need a plumber or you need an electrician or you need certain aspects of a construction or welders, whatever it is, those particular fields, when you need it, you need it. And no AI is going to come in and do those jobs. So I just find that interesting. But, you see those type of jobs that haven't really changed. Now, doctors are not going anywhere. Lawyers are not going anywhere. But as far as, if you want to get a simple contract written up or you want to look up something legally, I mean, man, I'm telling you, ChatGTP, Google in general, you can find different contracts. You can find, and I'm not saying that it's a total replacement for a lawyer. Some situations you definitely need a lawyer, but there's a lot of information, the general outline of a contract if you need something from a lawyer. So you don't necessarily need a lawyer to just totally draw something up from scratch, is what I'm saying. So I think, that's something that has changed a lot. Another thing I think is interesting is a pilot. We have these self-driving Ubers. I haven't done one yet. I don't think I'm going to do one, but never say never. But I don't know. I think at some point we're going to have a self-flying plane, which I think is already possible. But will people get on a self-flying plane? I don't know. I probably wouldn't. I'll probably be dead and gone by the time. Maybe my kids will try something like that. But I'm not trusting a plane that doesn't have a pilot in it. And it's already nervous. It's already a nervous enough situation to fly. But to have nobody in the pilot seat flying the plane and AI just flying the plane is, or essentially autopilot, I guess. flying the plane is something I'm not ready for. But pilots, I don't think are going anywhere. I think pilots will definitely be something that'll be there. And in relation to navigation or navigation, aviation, I think the ATC, air traffic controllers, that's another position that I don't think AI is ever going to take over, because again, that's about as scary as getting into a flight with no pilot.